of the King of England that stood in the middle of the fountain. And they destroyed that statue, declaring their independence from oppression. But what makes this so important is that 8 years later, General George Washington returned right here to Bowling Green into New York City for the first time since 1776, rode down Lower Broadway for one singular purpose. The Americans had won, but he came here to officially declare victory and the end of the American Revolution because there was only one British flag left anywhere in the 13 states still flying. It was right here at Bowling Green. And on November 25th, 1783, George Washington and the Continental Army came in to New York City and down here to Bowling Green to witness the lowering of the last British flag ever to fly here in the United States and the raising of the American flag right here where we are. The British did not make it easy. They had nailed their flag to the top of the flagpole that stood then, and one of the soldiers had to climb up the flagpole and take it down so that the American flag could fly. To this day, we continue to fly a 13-star American flag, and I wear a 13-star American flag in honor of this being the most important and significant flag raising in American history, and why we are so proud to have you here to raise your flag along with all the other nations who have done so. Mayor Adams is not here yet, but last time he was here a few weeks ago, we declared him the first hero of Bowling Green because, as opposed to every other mayor since 1996 when we erected the second flagpole, he is the first mayor to show interest in raising flags at Bowling Green. And he has returned here many times, as he will today, and I believe he will continue to. And it's an extraordinary appreciation for the fact that he has recognized the importance of Bowling Green as the most historic place in New York City. Along with the mayor, the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs has been unbelievable. If it was not for them, along with the mayor's support, would we be doing all these flag raisings? Commissioner Manuel Castro and his staff have done an outstanding job as they're doing today. Shana Coronel, Eileen Reyes, and Cesar Vegas. They are the dynamic trio. In turning the program over to the commissioner, I'd like to give him a token of our appreciation here at Bowling Green, a minor gesture. Last year, I wrote a book about Bowling Green and published, and it's about our other famous part of Bowling Green now, the famous, world-famous Arturo Demodica's Charging Bull. I wrote a book about the bull, and I'd like to present a copy to Commissioner Castro in appreciation. Commissioner.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Arthur. Very special.
Thank you.
Here you go, Arthur. Well, thank you so much, Arthur, and to the Bowling Green Association for this partnership, which allows us to celebrate and uplift our immigrant communities, but also celebrate the fight for democracy, freedom, and the values that we share. And so I thank you, Arthur, and the Bowling Green Association for the work that we have done together, and of course our team here at the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs and everyone at City Hall and city government who helps put together these events. Again, my name is Manuel Castro and I am the Commissioner of the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs. Y solo para decir unas cuantas palabras en español, me orgullece ser el comisionado de asuntos de inmigrantes de la ciudad de Nueva York y poder estar aquí hoy para celebrar nuestra comunidad ecuatoriana en Nueva York. ¡Que viva Ecuador! And so with that, I would also like to acknowledge and thank Commissioner Mermelstein, who is here with us today, Commissioner of the Mayor's Office of International Affairs. I would also like to thank Ambassador Jose Sandoval, who's joining us here today, along with Dr. Rodríguez Benítez, Cónsul General Adjunto de Ecuador en Nueva York. And of course, Comité Galo Plaza for all the support and work in pulling this event together. and all the community organizations that have worked together with my office to ensure the well-being of Ecuadorian communities across New York City. We'll talk more about our wonderful Ecuadorian communities and how they make this one of the richest cities in the world because of their contributions, not just to our economy, but our culture and our life here in New York City. So first, I would like to invite Jimena to speak and share a few words about Galo Plaza and about today's activities. Thank you, Jimena.
To me, it's a pleasure sharing with not only the Ecuadorian American community, but all Latin American communities, because this flag that today we're going to raise is extremely special. This flag was handmade in the heart of Manhattan, at the Garment District, by Colombian women, by Peruvians, by Mexicans, and my Puerto Rican friends. We didn't order online to a factory in a different part of the world. We really want to show that when this flag is going up, is a symbol of the integrity, of the unity of the Latin American countries. So it's Mexico here, it's Colombia here, it's Puerto Rico and Peru, and Ecuador at the middle of the world, always reuniting the people. So first of all, I want to thank you, the commissioner, because he is the one who is making possible this, and the Office of the Immigrants Affairs from the mayor, and all the staff, especially Shaina Coronel, Eileen, thank you so much, Eileen Reyes. We know her a long time ago working with the Latin American communities. I remember you since 2000. And another hero, Latino hero, along with Manuel Castro, our friend Cesar Vargas. Thank you so much. He's in Staten Island, right? Raising the flags of the Latin Americans. And a special thanks to the General Consulate of Ecuador that now is led by a very prestigious ambassador. And we have here also our ambassador of the Ecuadorian ambassador at the United Nations, Honorable Espinosa. Thank you. And we have here the representatives of the Ecuadorian military army. So thank you for being here. We have a lot of organizations along with the Ecuadorian Civic Committee and his president, Mr. Osvaldo Guzman, and his wife, Marta Mancheno de Guzman. They organized the most amazing parade past Sunday, and we had the privilege of having the mayor in our parade. So I don't want to take too much time, but I want to let you know that this area is historic not since the arrival of the Europeans. This area is historic because the first Native Americans were here. The Linipe, as you can see at the Seaport Museum, and we have here the most important to me in terms of the identity, the museums in the city. We have here El Museo del Indio Americano, which is fabulous, and I highly invite you to go there because you will find all the Native American groups from our countries. So thank you. This is historic. It's the first time, but it's not a place new for the Ecuadorians. I also invite you to go to Wall Street and Broadway, where is the plaque honoring Galo Plaza. He was one of the over 206 Latin Americans who was honored with a ticker tape parade at the Canyon of the Heroes when he came as the president of Ecuador on June 25th, 1951. A native New Yorker, as you can read at the plaque, Galo Plaza Lazo, native New Yorker and president of Ecuador. So as a founder, as a historian and founder of the Galo Plaza International Committee, it is my pleasure having here, and I hope this tradition will continue in the future. Thank you so much.
Gracias, Jimena. And next, I'd like to invite Commissioner Mermelstein to share a few words with us.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Castro. My name is Edward Mermelstein. I am the Commissioner for International Affairs in New York City. I'm very happy to join our mayor, who is coming shortly, Mayor Adams, members of our administration, Ambassador Espinosa, Ambassador Sandoval, the Bowling Green Association, and all of you who are celebrating the 213th anniversary of Ecuadorian independence. The Latin American international community has been an essential partner of our office, and we are so excited to build on these relationships. A small fact, New York City is the third largest Ecuadorian city in the world by population. Another small fact, Queens is the largest county in America for the Ecuadorian immigrant population. New York is proud to be home to more than 200,000 Ecuadorian nationals who contribute immensely to the city. I look forward to working with the Consulate, my colleagues, and the Ecuadorian community to achieve our mayor's vision. I'd like to congratulate once again the Ecuadorian community for 213 years of independence, and thank you for your partnership.
So before I invite Ambassador Sandoval to share a few words, I want to acknowledge and thank Shaina Coronel, our Director of Communications. Shaina, as many of you might know, is the daughter of Ecuadorian immigrants. And I tell you, we couldn't get much of the work done without Shaina's leadership in our office, especially over the last couple of months, last couple of weeks. She's worked tirelessly for the immigrant community, and I know how important it is because she is a daughter of immigrants and has seen for herself the struggles and the challenges that Ecuadorians face, but also how beautiful the community is. And despite all the challenges, they're coming together and thriving, and they're represented in here today. So on behalf of the City of New York, thank you, Shaina, for all that you do for our communities. Thank you, Shaina. Now I would like to invite Ambassador Sandoval to share a few words.
Buenas tardes con todos. Entiendo que el señor alcalde se nos va a unir en pocos minutos más. Señores comisionados para temas de migración, Manuel Castro. Señor comisionado Marmostín para temas internacionales. Señor embajador Cristian Espinosa, representante permanente del Ecuador ante Naciones Unidas. Distinguidas autoridades, compatriotas aquí presentes y ciudadanos latinoamericanos. Esta es una ocasión muy especial para mi país porque por primera vez se izará la bandera del Ecuador en este histórico lugar, donde también por primera vez se enarboló la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América como un país libre. La conmemoración del día de hoy sirve para reforzar la vocación de libertad, de trabajo conjunto, de coincidencia en valores democráticos y el respeto de los derechos humanos. Frente a nuestra bandera, reafirmamos el compromiso del Gobierno Nacional de trabajar de forma incansable en beneficio de los ecuatorianos, tanto en el territorio nacional como los que se encuentran en el exterior. Señor alcalde, a la comunidad ecuatoriana que tiene una presencia histórica en esta ciudad, baste mencionar solamente que uno de los más preclaros líderes y luego presidente de la República, Galo Plaza Lazo, nació en la ciudad de Nueva York y su nombre consta entre las personalidades más destacadas en una de las avenidas de esta ciudad. A él se han sumado en las últimas décadas decenas de miles de ecuatorianos trabajadores que aportan al crecimiento de esta ciudad. El comisionado Marmostín mencionaba justamente esto. Nueva York es el tercer centro poblado de ecuatorianos más grande en el mundo. Al tiempo de conmemorar un hecho histórico, no debemos perder de vista el momento actual. Las nuevas luchas por independencia y libertad nos deben orientar a la búsqueda de oportunidades, de acceso a la educación y a la salud, de una sociedad inclusiva con las mujeres y las personas vulnerables. En ese empeño de nuevas formas de independencia y libertad, se enmarca el trabajo del Gobierno del Ecuador para erradicar la desnutrición crónica infantil, eliminar la migración riesgosa y el tráfico de migrantes. Muchas gracias al señor alcalde, a la alcaldía, a los señores comisionados, al representante de Bowling Green aquí presente, por acogernos y acoger a la comunidad ecuatoriana en esta ciudad. Consigno el reconocimiento del gobierno ecuatoriano por todos los programas que se dan en beneficio de la población migrante. Valoro en alto grado su especial dedicación y amistad que nos brindó el señor alcalde al haber compartido con nosotros el desfile de la comunidad ecuatoriana el domingo pasado y en esta oportunidad el izamiento de la bandera. Major. My friend. See you again.
Well, your pleasure.
Thank you so much. Welcome, Major. I just was precisely thinking in Spanish. I'll do later in English,
Yes.
so you won't miss this message. Decía que agradecía al alcalde y a los señores comisionados por toda la ayuda y los programas especiales que brindan a la comunidad migrante, en especial a la comunidad ecuatoriana, y el acompañamiento que tuvimos del alcalde en el desfile de los ecuatorianos el domingo pasado. Estoy seguro de que compartiremos nuevos espacios en el que usted podrá conocer mejor el Ecuador, el potencial comercial y de inversiones, su cultura y atractivos turísticos. Los hombres y mujeres de nuestra comunidad son verdaderos embajadores de mi patria. Ellos trabajan día a día para contribuir al desarrollo y progreso de esta gran ciudad. Y quiero concluir con una frase que me resulta muy significativa. Para los ecuatorianos, el sueño americano tiene un corazón tricolor. Muchas gracias. Now, a few words in English. Good afternoon, dear Major Adams, dear commissioners, Ambassador Christian Espinosa, Permanent Representative of Ecuador to the United Nations, distinguished authorities, and fellow Ecuadorian citizens who have joined today. This is a very special occasion for my country because for the first time the flag of Ecuador will be raised in this historic place, where the flag of the United States of America as a free country was raised for the first time. Today's commemoration is a call to reinforce our vocation for freedom, work together, acknowledging our shared democratic values and the respect for human rights. As we stand before our flag, we reaffirm the commitment of the Ecuadorian government to work tirelessly for the benefit of all its citizens, both in the national territory and abroad. Mr. Major, the Ecuadorian community has a historical presence in this city. Suffice to say that one of our most illustrious leaders and later President of the Republic, Galo Plaza Lasso, was born in New York City, and his name is engraved together with those of outstanding personalities in one of the avenues of the city. He has been joined in recent decades by tens of thousands of Ecuadorian workers who contribute to the growth of the city. While we commemorate a historical event, we must not lose sight of the current moment, as new struggles for independence and freedom must guide us in the search for new opportunities, access to education and health, and a society that includes women and vulnerable people. The work of the Ecuadorian government to eradicate chronic child malnutrition, eliminate risky migration and trafficking of migrants is consistent with its commitment to new forms of independence and freedom. Thank you very much, Major and Commissioners, for welcoming the Ecuadorian community in this city. I wish to express the gratitude of the Ecuadorian government for all the programs made available for the benefit of the migrant population. I highly value your great dedication and your friendship as you walked with us in the parade of the Ecuadorian community last Sunday, and on this occasion in the raising of the Ecuadorian flag. I am sure that we'll be sharing new opportunities where you'll have the opportunity to get to know better Ecuador, its culture, trade and investment opportunities, tourist attractions, and so much more. The men and women of our community are true ambassadors of my country. They work very hard every day to contribute to the development and progress of this great city. For us Ecuadorians, the American dream beats with the Ecuadorian flag. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. ¡Que viva Ecuador! ¡Que vivan los inmigrantes de Nueva York! And now, it is my great honor to introduce to you the Mayor of the City of New York, Mayor Eric Adams.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And this is a extremely significant moment when you look at the history of the Ecuadorian people. And don't allow anyone to take your historical connection away. In 1809, Ecuador became the first Hispanic American nation to declare its independence. The first. And your actions caused a cascading effect throughout the entire region, those who proclaimed their independence from Spain. And today I'm proud to celebrate your 213 years of independence. I also want to welcome the Consul Generals, the ambassadors, the dignitaries, the community leaders, artists, and the group of women who sold the flag. Thank you so much. And New York City is Ecuadorian city. We have the largest Ecuadorian population outside of Ecuador lives right here in New York City. And what is wonderful about this country, this is one of the few countries on the globe where you are not told to abandon your homeland as you embrace your adopted land. In fact, our secret weapon is when you bring the arts, the culture, your business acumen, your benevolence and friendships and relationships and mix it with the American culture. That is what makes us great as a country, and no one does it better than the Ecuadorian community. And I say thank you for that, and let's continue to do the relationship building that we are doing. For over 100 years, that bond between our city and Ecuador has been strong. The steadfast friendship was forged by great global leader and 29th President Ecuador, Gallo Plaza. There is a piece of history that sits out in front of City Hall with his name on a piece of granite, permanently part of our platform of this city and country. He said living in New York helped him learn the virtues of freedom and democracy, and he took those values with him to Ecuador. He was a New Yorker through and through, but he was an Ecuadorian through and through, and that's the marriage that we enjoy so much. Serving as the Ecuadorian president and as a diplomat for the United Nations, he fought to bring those freedoms to the rest of the world. And so we want to say thank him, and we want to thank him in the spirit of what he represented. And what are we doing today in the significance of this moment? That I want to be here each time we raise a flag for another country. This is Bowling Green, right here at the foot of the bull. We are bullish on saying that our city and country is a diverse place that welcome all groups. That's who we are. And just as we welcome groups in yesteryears, we are on the precipice of welcoming new groups, even when other states tell them they're not welcome here in America. In New York, we are saying you are welcome here, and we are going to provide the support you deserve. That's what makes us great. And that is why it is so important during these periods of time. And so I thank my Commissioner of International Affairs as we continue to reach out to new arrivals in new countries. And I thank my once dreamer, my Commissioner of Mayor Office of Immigrant Affairs, who brings his life story to know how important it is for us to open our borders and allow people in, because all of us have the energy and the spirit that's associated not only with the American dream, but the dream to reach our full potential. And to the Bowling Green Association, this plot of real estate, this has become our modern-day United Nations. You have allowed us to raise flags after flags and bring us together and show that this city is representative to everyone. I'm excited to be here today with the Ecuadorian people. I was excited to march with you in the parade for many years. I'm excited as we move our city forward together as one city, unified with the beauty of our different cultures, different ethnicity, and different understandings of each other. And so today, in honor of the community's generosity and fierce commitment to fairness, I, Eric Adams, Mayor of the City of New York, hereby proclaim Wednesday, August 10th, 2022 in the City of New York as Ecuadorian Heritage Day. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Mayor Adams. This is why we are it's a true honor to serve under your leadership and in your administration. Que viva Eric Adams! And with that, I would like to start the ceremony and welcome us to sing or listen to the American National Anthem. Aplausos. Now, I would like to invite Mayor Eric Adams and Ambassador Sandoval to raise the Ecuadorian flag.
siempre, Señor, y vertieron su sangre por ti.
Dios miró y él secó el holocausto, y esa sangre fue eternamente puro. De otros medios que toman los enfermos, y en tu torno a millares surgir. A millares surgir. A millares surgir. Salve, oh patria, mil veces, oh patria. Gloria a ti,
Gloria a ti,
gloria a ti.
gloria a ti.
Ya tu pecho rebosa, con su paz ya tu pecho rebosa. Y en tu frente radiosa, más que el sol contemplamos lucir. Y en tu frente radiosa, más que el sol contemplamos lucir.
Viva. And now, to conclude our flag raising ceremony, I would like to invite Jimena back up along with the tejedor.
We have Noemi. Noemi, please. Noemi. Rápido. Mr. Mayor, we have something extremely special. This is a young lady who gonna make in front of you.
Wow.
She gonna make a beautiful purse with your name.
Okay.
So, you know you like you have a
Yes.
so she gonna make in front of you. This is a tradition from the 16th century in Ecuador, and it's a place called Otavalo.
Uh-huh.
So I found her on the street. I bought her. You know, she makes also this.
Wow.
But
Wow.
now she's gonna make with your name, and also for our leader, our hero, Eric, to our Commissioner Castro.
Wow.
Noemí Morales, ella nació en Ecuador, en la provincia de Imbabura, es estudiante, vino a estudiar a los Estados Unidos, pero mantiene esta tradición que es desde la época antes de la colonia, en la ciudad de Otavalo, que son nuestros famosos tejedores. Ella está este momentito tejiendo una pulsera con el nombre del alcalde Adams para que el alcalde la lleve en su mano y siempre recuerde a la comunidad ecuatoriana y al Ecuador. Shaina, can you translate, please?
Noemi is a young student who is making a bracelet for our Mayor Eric Adams and our Commissioner Castro with their names. Otro aplauso por Noemí.
That concludes our flag raising ceremony. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Have a good evening. Walter, ¿cómo está? Muy bien.